It's time to lower that physical TBR. Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be reading books off of my physical TBR, pulling off books from my shelves that maybe have been there for a while, or I'm intimidated to start, or I'm nervous about what I'll think. And the whole goal is to lower my physical TBR, but also find some hidden gems on my bookshelves that I should have picked up way sooner and didn't know I was going to love, or get rid of and DNF books that have been on there for a long time and I find are just not for me anymore. That's pretty much it. That's the premise. So the number I'm starting with for all the books on my physical TBR at the beginning of this video is 129, and by the end of this video that number will be lower, mark my words. That is the premise. Let's get straight into it. And the first book I want to read is Defy the Night by Brigid Kemmerer. Now, I have been putting off reading this because I own all 3 books in the trilogy and it's young adult fantasy, and the more I read, the more I'm learning that young adult fantasy is not my favourite genre. So I'm going into it with an open mind. I'm hoping that this will be a hidden gem, like I said, and I'll be mad at myself that I haven't picked it up sooner, but I'll be really happy that I have all 3 books so I can read the whole trilogy. But if I end up realising I'm right, young adult fantasy is not really for me and this isn't really for me, then I will donate the trilogy or sell it on Vinted or something like that. It will lower my physical TBR and the books will go to a home that people are going to read them and love them, and then I won't have a 3-book series on my shelf that I haven't read and I don't know whether I love it or whether it's not for me and it's just taking up space. The thing that kind of sparked this video for me is I went through all of my shelves and was ruthless with an unhaul. I got rid of so many books that I read years ago and I liked them at the time, but I've never thought about them since. I'm never going to reread them. I want my shelves to be full of books that I either really enjoyed, I loved, and I want to reread, or books that I haven't read yet but I'm really excited for. This is about a kingdom with sickness, and then we've got the king and the prince that are brothers that rule with an iron fist, and then we've got our main FMC who sneaks in the night time and hands out the antidote, I guess, or the cure for the sickness to the poor people who wouldn't be able to afford it and are dying. She steals from the rich and gives to the poor, like Robin Hood. As far as I'm aware, there's no magical element or magic system to this fantasy. It is king, castle. The fantasy element is the monarchy, but also the sickness, and I'm excited. I am hoping I'll love it. I don't want you to think, because of how I explained this video, that I'm reading books I don't think I'll like, because I've seen so many good reviews for this and I'm hoping I will enjoy it. I am gonna go take the dogs out in the garden and I'm gonna start this and I will keep you updated. This will be spoiler free, of course, do not worry. All my vlogs are spoiler free. So I am 85 pages in to Defy the Night. I'm liking it. I'm not loving it, but I am intrigued enough to continue. I don't know. I like the setup. I like the FMC's POV a lot more than the prince. Those chapters are kind of boring me at the moment, but I am interested to see where her story goes, so I am definitely going to continue. I might get the audiobook up for a bit because I've got some stuff to do, but yeah, so far it's going alright. So I'm just over halfway through Defy the Night now. I'm not loving it. I'm quite bored. The reveal, if you know you know, about 30% in, I knew that. I knew that straight away. It was not a surprise to me at all, and I'm kind of just a bit bored now. I'm going to try and read a bit more, but so far this is not looking like a book where I'm going to pick up the rest in the series. I've also heard this doesn't end on a cliffhanger, so I don't know. I think maybe I'll finish this book and see how I feel, but I think I would maybe DNF this if I wasn't reading it for a video, but I do want to give it a full chance. So hopefully the last sort of 40% gets a bit better and something more starts happening. I don't know. I am on page 258 of Defy the Night and I have decided to DNF it. I'm really bored by the story. I don't like our FMC, she's way too forgiving. I don't like our MMC, he's an asshole and not in the way where it can be redeemed. I don't want the subplot of romance for them to be them getting together. I don't have any interest on how this ends, and I'm just like pushing my way through it. And the whole point of this being the year of the DNFs is me not pushing my way through books I'm not enjoying. So it's a DNF for me. I made it like nearly 300 pages in. Well, no, 258, but you know. And I will not be finishing. Which does also mean I'm not going to read the rest of the trilogy, which means 3 books off the TBR. Did I read all 3? No, I didn't even finish 1. But I will be taking them off my TBR because I'm not going to read them. Moving on. Next book I'm reading is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I actually started this in a previous video and I was really enjoying it. But I'm a bit worried about how it's going to go. I'm on page 237, so I'm just over halfway. And I'm nervous. I'm nervous for how I feel like I know that there's going to be this really cliche thing that always happens. It's been hinted at a few times and it's all going to come out and there's going to be miscommunication and it's going to be a cliche third act breakup. Well, they're not even together right now, but like some sort of third act miscommunication, and that really annoys me in books, but I have enjoyed what I've read of it so far. So hopefully I'll end up really enjoying it, but if that does happen, it's definitely going to affect my rating. I'm actually getting up early tomorrow. I'm going away for a few days, so I don't know how many clips I'm going to get of me reading, but I am going to take my camera with me and film what I read while I'm there. So I have the audiobook for this. I'll honestly probably finish this on the train tomorrow if I end up finishing it. I highly doubt this is going to be a DNF, but just thought I'd throw that out there. And then I'll let you know when I end up rating it. And then I don't know what I'm going to read next because I'm not really bringing many books with me. So maybe I should figure that out because this whole video is about my physical TBR. Okay. It is like 11:30 at night and I've only just realised my dilemma, so I'm gonna have to find some books to pack. So I'm back from my trip. I got no footage because I was just having a great time finally meeting the girls in person. We had so much fun. I had no clips, and I also didn't do any reading because I thought I was going to be reading all night every night. I slept so good, which means I had no time for reading, so I don't have any updates to give you. Although I did listen to some of Betting on You by Lynn Painter on my journey back. I'm like 70-ish% in now. I'm really enjoying it. It is really good and really fun. I'm just scared to see if what I think is going to happen is going to happen. But that's what I'm going to plan on doing today. I'm going to finish off this book and I'll let you know if it does happen without telling you what it is. And I'll also let you know how that affects my rating because I'm scared. I'm scared, but I am having so much fun. This is so sweet and funny and like wholesome that I really hope it doesn't happen. Well, it happened. I was right. It was going to happen and it was going to piss me off and ruin everything. I have like 40 pages left and I'm so annoyed. This is definitely going to affect the rating regardless of how this book ends. I'm so annoyed it happened. I knew it was going to, but it's... Ugh. I hate it when stuff like that happens. I'm going to finish the book now, but like it's probably going to be like 3 stars or something now because that has annoyed me so much. I finished Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I was right. I'm going to rate it 3 stars. Yeah, I knew it was coming. It really annoyed me. And it kind of ruined the book for me, but I loved so much else about this book that it's getting a 3 star. I actually don't know what book I'll pick up next, so I don't know. I'm gonna take a little break, gonna browse the shelves, and once I figure it out, you will be told. The next book I decided to pick up is The Coven by Harper L. Woods. This is a book I got from a Fairy Romantasy box a few months ago. Now, these are really good for a video like this because I have actually decided to cancel my Fairy Loot subscription because the books that I'm getting I'm not loving and that I'm not picking them up. And when I am picking them up, they're getting like 3-star ratings, which is not a bad rating, but I don't want special editions of books that are only 3 stars to me, if that makes sense. So this one I've been avoiding for a little while because I haven't had great experiences with the books I've been reading from Fairy Loot. They're just not my kind of thing. Now, I did just start this book and I actually had to look up I had to go into the reviews because it was worded like the girl in this book is only 16. And I was like, there's no way that FMC in this is 16. I'm not reading it. Because like her love interest, well, I assume he's going to be our love interest, is like as old as the universe or something. I looked it up. It's not worded right, but she is actually 20 and she's been hidden for the last 4 years. So she is an adult. But I did not like how that was worded. It was very confusing. It was not clear at all. This is like one of the prettiest special editions I own though, so I really hope I love it, if only so that I can keep this gorgeous cover on my shelves. Honestly, it is so pretty. It is, oh, it's gorgeous. It's about like vampires and it's kind of dark academia as well. Well, I think they're vampires. They feed off of people. I don't know, to be honest. Couldn't tell you. It's really short for a fantasy. It is 285 pages. So I've got the audiobook up of this one and I'm gonna listen to some of it and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm going back to work tomorrow after the holidays. I've missed it and I'm excited, but that does mean I need to get an early night. So I will talk to you at some point tomorrow when I've read some more. And I don't know, the way I've only read like the first couple chapters, but I'm definitely not loving it, but I'm hoping it gets better because I think they're about to be in an academic setting and I love books like that, so I'm hoping things pick up. I am 65% into The Coven. I have been on a whirlwind of thoughts about this book. It doesn't seem to be able to make its mind up, and neither can I. In the beginning, I thought I wasn't going to like it. And then up until about 40%, I was really enjoying it. And now, it's insta-lusty. I don't like them together. It's really creeping me out. And I'm not enjoying it anymore. Like, I don't like it. I kind of just want it to be over. But I'm hoping it picks up in the, like, end 100 or so pages. But right now, I'm thinking maybe, like, a 3 stars at most. Unless it does something good. So I'm going to try and finish this now. I have no clue what we're going to read after this. I mean, probably not going to be picking up the next book in the series. It's not on my physical TBR and I don't think I'm interested enough to pick it up straight away anyway. I might pick it up in the future. I don't know. This lighting is absolutely blinding me. So I'm gonna go now and I'll be back when I finish reading it. Okay, I've got like 50 pages left and this book is seriously starting to annoy me. Like, I kind of want to give it a 3 star because it is so entertaining, but it is so annoying right now. I mean, I haven't finished it yet, so obviously can't bet on a rating, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 3 star because there's so much that's annoying me, but so much that's entertaining me at the same time. But I want it to be over so I can decide my rating. Like, I want to know how this is going to end. Ugh, I'm like so split with this book. Literally, what was that ending? I'm gonna rate it 2.5 stars. There is no way I'm continuing this series. I actually just tried to read like what the second book was about. Absolutely not. I'm literally using my phone as lighting right now because it is gone 11 p.m. and I want to go to bed. Why did I stay up for a book that was only 2.5 stars? I don't know. But yeah, not continuing with the series. This light is not reliable, as you can see. Maybe we'll talk thoughts a little bit more in the morning when I'm more coherent, and then we'll figure out what to read next. Oh my god. I actually did, like, a little part of me wanted to see what the hell book 2 is about, so I was hoping some things might get explained, but I literally read about this book. No. Girl, stand up for yourself. And also, oh, I'm really annoyed that I let myself get so invested and then that ending just did what it did. Alright, I'm going to bed. Now I'm a bit more awake. Let's talk about it, okay? So, I finished The Coven by Harper L. Woods. I I rated it 2.5 stars. What the hell was that ending? What, like, we completely just went off the rails. So much was happening that had never even been hinted at, never been explained before. Like, I had no clue what was happening. I absolutely hated, like, it tainted the rest of the book for me when I found out some stuff that we find out at the end. Yeah, but I was very entertained for a lot of the book, which is why it gets a 2.5. It would have been lower if I wasn't entertained by some of the story. I actually think I'm going to keep this because it is the prettiest special edition I own. I feel it is absolutely stunning. It is gorgeous, and I actually downloaded the second book. It was available on Libby, and I read the about this book because I was thinking, okay, I want to know, I want it to be explained to me what the hell's just happened. Immediately reading the about this book, I knew I could not read that book. I would be so annoyed. Oh, no, I don't want to see where this story goes anymore. I want to just be done with it. So, yeah, I'm not going to be continuing this series, but I was entertained for some of it. But we've now got 5 books down from the TBR. We read 3, and one of them was a DNF, which meant that there was 2 more to go from the Defy the Night series. Yes, so 5 books down. What are we going to read next? So next up, I'm actually going to be switching genres, and I'm going to be reading All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Now, me and Mariana Zapata have an interesting relationship when it comes to her books. Most of the books I read from her, I rated 3 stars. They're entertaining and funny, but they also really cringe me out a lot of the time. I don't love, like, I feel like they come across quite immature with the language used. There's loads of poo jokes in a lot of her books, like fart jokes, burp jokes. That's just not my humour. But I have seen so many people that have never read Mariana Zapata before read this book and love it. People that have read her books and not loved them read this one and love it. It's one of her, like, later releases. So you can see why I'm nervous to read it, because I haven't loved, I think I've only rated maybe one of her books higher than 3.5 stars, and I can't even remember the name of it. But I've seen a lot of people love this one, so I want to see what it's about. It is very long, as all of Mariana Zapata's books are. It is also a slow burn, as all of Mariana Zapata books are. She is the queen of slow burns. I will give her that. They probably won't even kiss till we have like 10 pages left. How long is this? 560-ish pages. Losing people you love is hard. Aurora Delator knows moving back to a place that was once home isn't going to be easy. Starting your whole life over probably isn't supposed to be. But a small town in the mountains might be the perfect remedy for a broken heart. Checking out her landlord across the driveway might just cure it too. I think he's a single dad. I have no evidence, but I think I've heard that. I'm not completely sure. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to get started on this. Like I said, quite nervous, but I'm hoping I'll love it, and this will change my mind about Mariana Zapata. But who knows, honestly? Who knows? So I'm like 60 pages in. So far I'm just bored. I don't know. Nothing about the story is intriguing me. It's not gripping me. It's not hooking me. And like the fact I'm only just over 10% of the way in is really playing on my mind right now, because I'm already bored. I've been bored the whole time. I don't want to continue being bored. I'm going to carry on because I am only like just over 10% of the way in. I've got a little reading buddy with me. Snowball. We're going to curl up in bed, read some more. Hopefully it gets more interesting. But like I keep saying, this video is where I'm going to DNF. Like, if I'm going to DNF at any point, it's going to be during this video. So I won't force myself, but I am going to push like a bit more because we're only 60 pages in. But like, if by like 150 I'm still really bored, maybe I'll revisit the DNF idea. Why are we talking about shit in another book? Okay. In this instance, it's kind of like a medical thing. They're talking about illness. But we don't need an internal monologue about it that goes on for ages. I don't understand why she likes to write about poo so much, because I'm just grossed out and I want it to be over. I am 150 pages in, We've now got fart jokes as well as poo jokes. I just don't think her writing style is for me, but I am going to continue with this because I feel like, I know I said if I wasn't hooked by 150 pages I'd DNF it, but I almost feel like I've done this much, I can do a bit more and see how it goes, maybe? I don't know. I'm not loving it, but I have it on audio, so I'm not like forcing myself to read it kind of thing. I'm just putting it on. I absorb things so much better through audio. So I am going to continue for a bit, but yeah, I think this is going to be like a 3 stars at most. I'm really not having fun. But it's not the worst thing ever. If I was like really, really hating it, I'd just DNF it. It does have some redeeming qualities. I'm just finding it hard to put my finger on what. Okay, there's something in this book that's making me hate it, and I need to talk about it. So the plot of this woman is staying in like the garage of a guy and his teenage sons, like they live in the house, she lives in the garage kind of thing. And the son, he was 15, it's his 16th birthday now. There's been a few comments that I always hate when people say like, oh, he's gonna grow up to be a heartbreaker, stuff like that. This is his 16th birthday, and this is what this like 33-year-old woman says about him. He smiled, and I knew in that moment that the second he hit his next growth spurt, this kid was going to have the same effect his father did on humanity. Someone was going to need to protect him from the sexual vultures. Then again, if he developed his dad's scowl, maybe not. He was just a sweet kid for now. Like, I absolutely hate that. There's so much in this book I don't like. There's so many more jokes that I just don't like. But now I'm 300 pages in and I'm over halfway and I'm gonna finish it. But it's like, I said 3 stars before, it's a 2-star now. It's a 2-star right now. This is disappointing. But I'm gonna try and finish it. Probably not tonight because it's nearly 9 PM already. But I'll finish it tomorrow hopefully. And then we can be done with the book because I finally finished All Roads Lead Here. This feels like I've been reading it for weeks. It's only been a few days, but this was so long. So long. I'm gonna rate this 2.5 stars. There were some redeeming things. There were some things I liked that made me smile. It was just, I didn't like the language, and like the poop jokes and the fart jokes and the weird comments about the teenage boy that I read to you earlier. I don't know. I did like a few bits, which is why it's a 2.5, but it was way too long. A lot of it I didn't like, and I should be done with Marina Zapata now, but I just keep picking her books up. I don't know why. I should stop because she is for so many people, but she is just not for me, I don't think. But who knows. I'll probably end up picking another one up in a few months. But that is where I'm going to leave today's video. How many books did we get off our physical TBR? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So I only actually read 4, but I DNF'd a series. So we're now at 1, 2, 3. 123 books on my physical TBR. Still got a long way to go. But I'm proud of that. I'm good with that. That's everything from me. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe as I post new videos every single week. I hope you have a lovely day and I will see you in another video. Bye!